Welcome to Business A-Level class with Dr. Adebayo of Adebayo Business Tutor. We have Business A-Level past paper for Unit 3, January 2021. So go to question 1. It said, explain one benefit of test marketing for McDonald's. We talk about test marketing simply means a method to explore consumers' response to a product by making it available to certain segments. That is what test marketing is. You're making a product. You don't want to launch the product, but you want to at least get response from certain customers, from certain segments, to know if you have to make improvements on it or not. That's what test marketing is. Are you with me, please? Are you with me, please?
Yeah.
Test marketing, I wrote here, test marketing is a method that aims to explore consumer response to a product by making it available to certain segments of the market. That is the meaning of test marketing. Now, the benefit of test marketing here is that it reduces risk of full-scale launch, because you are doing test marketing so that you know if the market will buy the product or not, if the customers are going to buy the product or not. So the risk of making a full-scale launch is reduced. So the PLT is a new product. According to the extract, we have the extract here. So the PLT is a new product, which simply means the PLT is a new product and it's been launched in a small number of outlets in Canada. So therefore, if the PLT fails in its text outlets, then significant costs may be saved by McDonald's. So it has been tested in certain specific area outlets in Canada. So if it fails there, it reduces the cost of spending so much on the product. I think it's clear. Is it clear or not, please? For those who are just watching, you can go through your past paper, then the extract will tell you more about my explanation. So that's about 1A. That's 1A about test marketing. It reduces the risk of full-scale launching. Now, 1B, we have markup for 1B. For 1B, they said using extract B, calculate it to 2 decimal places, the markup of an impossible food burger. You're advised to show your working. So for markup equals to the cost. The profit per item divided by the cost. Profit per item divided by costs per item multiplied by 100. That is how to calculate markup. Then here we have to go back to the case study. We have the information in the case study. So here we have, this is the cost, this is the selling price, this is the cost price. This is the cost price, and this is the selling price. So markup is, like I said earlier, markup is profit per item. Profit is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price multiplied by 100. That's how to get markup. Do you understand markup here now, please? So we have selling price, which is selling price minus cost price. The selling price is 9.99. 9.99 minus 3.64 over 3.64 multiplied by 100. So that gives us 6.35 over 3.64 multiplied by 100. Do you get that? And to 2 decimal places, when you calculate that, it's going to give you 174.45%. Is markup clear, please?
Yeah.
Markup is selling price minus cost price over cost price multiplied by 100. Clear, right? So that's about question 1B. Go to question 1C. So here, SP minus CP over CP multiplied by 100, which is 9.99 minus 3.64 over 3.64 multiplied by 100. That's how we got our 174.45%. So we have question 1C. It said, discuss how the physical resources in McDonald's restaurants might be affected by the introduction of plant-based products. When we talk about physical resources, we're simply talking about the operational factors like the premises, the offices, equipment, machines used by the company to achieve or to carry out, to make sure customers are happy, to meet up with the needs of customers. That is what physical resources are. Are you with me, please? So I wrote here, physical resources refer to the operational factors concerned with equipment, offices like premises, and other resources needed to meet customer needs. That is what physical resources is. So the question is saying, discuss how the physical resources in McDonald's restaurants might be affected by the introduction of plant-based products. So it simply means there's need for physical resources. Are you here, please? Okay. It simply means that there's need for physical resources. So I wrote down, the introduction of new plant-based products might require McDonald's to invest in new equipment to store the new PLT burgers. So like I told you earlier, McDonald's is introducing plant-based products, which simply means there's need for new equipment to be used for these products. So that is physical resources. 2, non-meat alternative products may need separate storage and cooking facilities to keep them separate from meat products because they are non-meats. So it simply means they're going to need other resources, physical resources, different from the ones that are in existence with McDonald's. Are you getting it, please? McDonald's may need to ensure that it has enough physical resources to cope with an increase in the number of products being offered on its menu. It needs resources too, physical resources. However, McDonald's offers a range of non-meat products in Germany, Sweden, and Finland, which indicates that the business already has physical resources in place. McDonald's is a huge business, which means it has the financial capabilities to fund any physical resources needed. Does it make sense or not? Mm-hmm. So go to question 1D. For question 1, they said using extract A, B, and C, assess the opportunities and threats for McDonald's of its strategic decisions to develop plant-based fast food products in the USA. So we need extract A, B, and C. So we need extract A, B, and C. We need extract A, B, and C. So for those who need the extract, there is extract C. This is extract C. You can screenshot it. Then this is extract B. And this is extract A. So we'll go back to the question. So they said, discuss how the, okay, no, sorry. So using extract A, B, and C, assess the opportunities and threats for McDonald's of its strategic decisions to develop plant-based fast food products in the US. I like when you use your SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats in the market. That is SWOT analysis. So here I wrote, according to extract C, I'm starting with extract C. According to extract C, there are market opportunities for plant-based products with a 29% increase since 2014 of plant-based burgers and sandwiches in the US. That is according to extract C. We can find it in the figure there. Did you see it there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the overall number of adults wanting more non-meat fast food option is 36%, according to that extract. So this simply means that there is growing demand for plant-based products, and McDonald's will therefore benefit from providing new plant-based menu items to fulfill customer needs. So let me quickly go back to extract C. I think I have to use the extract C to explain this. So I'm starting with extract C. So this is extract C. So according to extract C, you can see there that there's 36% adults who wants 36% adults. The overall number of adults wanting more non-meat fast food option is 36%. You can see it there. It's 36%. So this simply means that there is growing demand for plant There's growing demand for plant-based products, and McDonald's will therefore benefit from providing new plant-based menu items to fulfill customer needs. Adults age 18 to 29. Adults age 18 to 29 have the greatest demand for plant-based products, and this may benefit McDonald's in terms of the target audience who generally buy fast food. The targeted audience that buy fast food are always going to be between 18 to 29. So, and they have the highest of those who need plant-based products. Are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
There's growing concern both from health and environmental reasons regarding the consumption of meat, and many adults are opting for non-meat products. Isn't it? So that simply means there's more, it's a market opportunity for McDonald's to produce non-plant-based products. Yes or no? However, there are many threats to McDonald's of entering these new markets of plant-based products. Okay. So I'm going to go to extract B now. Okay, so yeah, according to extract B, the cost of producing a non-meat burger is more expensive than a meat burger, which could stop customers from purchasing plant-based burger. The cost is high. The cost of producing plant-based burger is high compared to burger. Look at the cost here. The cost is high compared to this. Yes or no? So this simply means the analysis are there. So I'm just interpreting what the analysis is.
Yeah.
Which simply means that consumers might not be willing to pay 9.9, so they will prefer to pay 5.9. According to extract A, I'm going back to extract A.
That's not like so.
Yeah. So according to extract A, rival fast food businesses such as Burger Kings and KFC have already developed and launched their own non-meat products into the market. Yes or no? They have launched their non-meat into the market. Burger King and New Test Marketing in North Africa suggests McDonald's will soon introduce meatless burgers to all its restaurant shelves. Of other fast food chains that have already put plant-based products on their menus in 2019 include Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is KFC, and Tim Hortons. So it already has competitors in the market. It's not going to be the first producer of plant-based meats. Plant-based, what do I call it again? Not plant-based meat. So into the market. Then I said, okay, according to extract C, I think I did that, right?
Yeah.
So that's about question 1D. Any question about question 1D? So you talked about the consequences. Yeah, McDonald's is trying to produce, but the point is, it might not be because it's not going to be the only one. It means they have to share revenue together. So spending so much in producing this might not allow it to sell or to gain more revenue. So it might be making a loss. So that is the point there. I think it's clear. Now go to question 1E. Said, assess the likely impact or the likely benefits of McDonald's of using CPA to help redesign its drive-thrus. First, what is CPA? CPA identifies a precise sequence of activities that need to be completed within a time frame to avoid unnecessary delay. So we need to know the period of time is going to take us to complete a project without any delay. That is why we need CPA. So what are the benefits of using CPA? McDonald's can use CPA to schedule the design of drive-thru to help each stage to be completed in the shortest period of time possible. CPA helps to reduce the risk and cost of complex projects, particularly when new technology and rebuilding 8,000 drive-thru will be happening simultaneously. They're going to happen at the same time. Yes or no? CPA can help spot which activities have some slack and could therefore transfer some resources to activities that are critical to the overall completion time. So if you think, oh, this activity is going to take time, you can just neglect it, put resources on activities that will be done that are very critical to the completion of the project. However, the quality of the critical path analysis, I talked about this yesterday too. The quality of the critical path analysis or critical path network will depend on the accuracy of the data used for the calculation. We talked about that yesterday in CPA. Yes or no? Yes or no, please?
Sure.
Redesigning 8,000 drive-thrus might be very difficult, particularly when this is extended worldwide in 2020. So CPA is a management tool for decision making, but must be used with other decision tasks or other decision tasks to increase its effectiveness.
For other methods in general.
What?
Other methods in general.
Other methods, yes, but you didn't say anything about it. Any question about CPA? So that's about question 1. Question 1 is done. So we'll go to question 2. For question 2, they said, evaluate the extent to which the transformative leadership of Dave Lewis was the main reason for Tesco to improve its financial position. First, when we talk about transformative leadership, we're talking about a leadership style that aims to change the way things are done. Just to give a turning point, a positive impact. So here I wrote, transformative leadership is a leadership style that aims to change the way things are done within a business. So this is accomplished by setting up an example at the executive level through a strong sense of corporate culture, employee ownership, and independence in the workforce or in the workplace. So it's about giving employees, the spirit of ownership, empowering them to go in line with a positive change within the organization. So it's about the employees, it's about the executives and independence at workplace. This is what transformative leadership is about.
Right?
Yeah, you said that anyway. So Dave Lewis made some drastic decisions and radically changed the strategy of focusing on profit rather than sales.
Yeah.
So we talked about that too. So that's transformative leadership here. Yeah. Dave Lewis could be argued to be the main reason for the improvement at Tesco by changing the way it operated. All the above stated can be considered as transformative, and his leadership style had a direct impact on Tesco's profit. However, according to Extract F, let's go to Extract F. According to Extract F, so according to Extract F, it is argued that the UK retail sales increased between 2013 to 2019, yes or no? So especially in 2015, the total UK sales increased in 2015, and that was the period where Dave was the chief executive officer.
Yeah.
Yes or no? So look at that situation here. So however,
we signed in September 2016.
Okay. So however, according to Extract F, which I just highlighted, during the period Dave was CEO, UK retail sales were positive and increasing, particularly in 2015, which I just circled. So this might have accounted to the financial improvement at Tesco rather than due to its transformative style. So the overall sales in UK retail in UK improved in 2015 when Dave was the CEO. So it might not even be Dave's transformative leadership style that brought about improvement in the financial position. Maybe the overall sales improvement in the UK retail that brought about it. Do you get the point I'm making here? Also, the UK interest rates at the same period were low, ranging from 0.5. The interest rate was from 0.5 to 0.75. So there's low interest rate in the UK, which simply means there's increasing borrowing in the UK, which increases the purchasing power of consumers.
Yeah.
So this might have accounted to Also, the UK interest rates at the same period were low, ranging from 0.5 to 0.75, which I highlighted now, as this may encourage more spending due to cheaper borrowing. Low interest rates could have contributed to the improvement in the financial position of Tesco because more consumers would have been able to borrow. Yes or no?
Yeah.
There are other key factors that can have impact on the finances of the business, not only transformation, not only leadership style.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Also, there's another. I said it before in the in the evaluate.
In the
That
evaluation.
I mentioned that that it's going to resign in 2016.
So yes, so this simply means its idea might cut short.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Which I said Tesco might come back to its old negative habits.
Habit. So that's
Yeah.
about question 2. Any question about question 2?
No.
So I think they are clear now, right?
Yeah.
So I used extract F to make my analysis. I think it's clear. So
I forgot that F existed. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can blame myself for it.
it's okay. No, let's just go to question 3, please.
Okay, sure.
Have this, okay?
Like they have so much space in the other paper. I don't know why they didn't put it.
For you, but it doesn't matter. You just have to write yours. And
yeah.
So we have question 3 here, please. Are you there? Okay. It's arranged, then we have question 2.
Affected.
Yeah, question 3. Let me have the question 3 from you here, please.
Is it you?
Your question paper, please. I meant your question paper. It's here. I meant your question paper. Where's your question paper? The one I marked.
Oh, it's in here.
Okay. Can we now, please? So we have question 3 for June 2021. Or for January 20, is it January 2021 or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just check my paper. It's written question 1. January 2021, okay. So now we have question 3 for January 2021, business paper 3. The question says, Richard Sounds is giving employees shares in the business. Evaluate the effectiveness of this strategy to increase productivity and employee retention for a business such as Richard Sounds. So when we talk about employee ownership implies that the interest of the company is held by the company's workforce. That is employee ownership. Do you get what employee ownership is?
Yes.
The interest of this company is held by the workforce of this company. That is employees ownership. Do you get employees ownership here? So I said, Richard Sounds has 60% of the business owned by the employees ownership trust. Yes or no? Is in the case study. Employee ownership can create incentive in the form of employee motivation and productivity because the employees benefit financially from their own efforts and have a stake in the business. So we're talking about how employees ownership can lead to what we call productivity and retention. Yes or no? So with employee ownership, it can create an incentive for employees to work hard and, to increase their productivity because they know whatever efforts they put into it, it's a gain for them. Do you get the point here? So this may result in an increase in productivity as employees own the majority of the business and can benefit from a share of profits. So they're going to get dividends. So putting much effort into it increases productivity, and when you know productivity is increasing, profit would increase and your share of profit would also increase.
Yeah.
So that can be a reason why employees will be motivated. The next one, this will bring about improvement in the company's performance, resulting in greater levels of loyalty, engagement, and individual performance, which may improve the overall productivity and retention. With share ownership, it simply means employees become loyal to the organization. They will become loyal to Richard Sounds. And because they are loyal to Richard Sounds, they would want to stay in the company. They would want to stay. They wouldn't think about going to Richard Sounds competitors. And that will bring about improvement in the overall performance of the business, which also will improve in productivity and staff retention. Do you get the point here? Do you get the point or not? Sure. So according to extract G, I'm going to go to extract G now. According to extract G, So this is extract G. According to extract G, I wrote, according to extract G, in 2018, profit per employee was 19,690 pounds. Profit per each employee, this is it. Profit per each employee. Earnings per share, profit per each employee was 19,690 in 2018. So this means there's improvement. This simply means what? It demonstrates that employees are important to Richard Sound. Do you get the point here? Because if employees are making this amount of money if the profit per employee is this amount, simply means employees are important to the company, going forward for the company. I think you get the point I'm making here, please. So by owning a share of the business, employee at Richard Sounds might be more inclined to increase their productivity and aim to sell more electrical equipment to improve this return on investment. It's always, when you own a share, it simply means you have invested in a company. So by owning a share in your company, it becomes a reason for you to want to sell more, because when you sell more, revenue increases, profit increases. And because profit increases and dividend increases. Yeah, dividends increases. That means your return on investment will definitely increase. So that's a reason. However, by owning 60% of the shares, employees at Richard Sounds will have greater participation in decision making and might have more power than Julian Richard himself. And that is a problem, because Julian Richard is the owner of the business. Return on capital employed over the period has declined to 33.6% in 2018 from 52.1% in 2016. Yes, you mentioned ROCE. Look at the return on capital employed here.
It may affect the future performance of Richard.
Yeah, the return on capital employed from 52.1% in 2016 to 33.6% in 2018. That is a low return on capital employment,
which may affect the performance of Richard.
So with this low return on capital employed, it simply means employees might be demotivated. They might be demotivated. They might not have any reason or zeal to want to put effort, because their return on investment is low.
In fact, the evidence shows in the turnover.
Yes. So here also
turnover in the table.
Yeah, the turnover, yes,
has been increased.
Yeah, the turnover increases anyway, but the turnover will come before your return on investment. So after your turnover, you've taken away your expenses. Yeah. So what matters most here is the return on investment, return on capital employed. Wow. So if your return on capital employed is reducing, it affects your take home. Do you get the point here? So also, if the share price decreases, this can have a negative impact on the value of shareholding for an employee, which may in turn reduce their incentive to work harder and increase productivity. So if the value of shares reduces, it could be a disincentive for employees to want to work harder, to increase productivity. If the value of shares reduces, it means the worth of your business, the worth of your shareholding reduces. And if the worth of your shareholdings reduces, it becomes a disincentive for you to want to work hard to increase productivity. Is it clear? So that's about share ownership, and I think share ownership is clear here. It's all about the interest that is held by the workforce of the company. These are the benefits of it and the setbacks that might come with it. Any question about it? No. So that ends paper 3 of January 2021.